So the next step in our plan, you guys can keep writing your goal too, is to leverage our assets. What are marketing assets, you ask? Oh, I shall tell you. All right, so marketing assets are anything your company has that can be utilized to create reach. What's reach? Reach is when you can touch as many people as possible, right? So the reason that you run an advertisement or you place a radio ad is because you want to talk to people. And the more people that you talk to, the more reach that you have. So reach can be bought. You can buy it. You can buy an ad. You could actually hire a salesperson that already has a pre-established track record in the territory and no compete clause. That would be sort of buying it, right? And you would borrow their reach from them because they know all these people already. You can borrow reach from other areas of your marketing also, and you can build it. So all of these things are assets. And there's all these check boxes here. So I'd like you guys to take a second and go through and check off the boxes of the things that you have at your disposal. There's a couple areas here that people sort of look at and they go, I don't understand how this is an asset. So we want to talk just a second about those things. So ready-made marketing materials. Let's say that you do workshops or you have workbooks or you have lots of photos from past events. You know, things that you've been collecting through time are ready-made marketing materials. And you can repurpose them and use them again. So that's an asset. Also, processes can be an asset. So if you've got a checkout counter where everybody has to go to, or a process where you have a waiter that hands you a bill, this is a process, right? You can use that process to do something. What if you had a card in there that says, did you know that we have specials on Facebook and you should follow us on Facebook? That's super easy, right? And it's just using your process to its greatest effect. Let's say that you have a process where you send out invoices to everybody via email. There's no reason why you can't have an ad on those invoices asking people to join your email list or to follow your blog or to come to your next event. So just understanding what your processes are and how you can use them to leverage one asset to grow another is where you're going here. Also, I think it's fun because like delivery truck drivers, how is that an asset? Well, some of my clients use their delivery truck drivers to hang door hangers on surrounding residences when they're going to deliver things, which makes sense. You got a truck in the driveway, let's remind them, put the door hangers out, or they use their delivery truck drivers to put a yard sign out. And no, that's not online, but it is an asset and you can use it. Your delivery truck driver probably isn't going to sit down and write blog posts for you, but they can still do all kinds of really good marketing things. So taking a moment, thinking about how you can use your assets to cost effectively deliver your message. Do you have lots of interns that come in? Maybe you have people who are great writers. Maybe you have an awesome photographer. I pet Sadie because she's our awesome photographer. And you can use those things to help you build what you want to build, to do what you want to do online. So here's the fun concept behind this, right? So when you're looking at your assets, where we're going now is these 3 questions at the bottom, is that you're going to have assets that are stronger than others. You're going to have, like, a lot of companies will have a huge email list or tons of traffic to their website, or they'll have a great Facebook following, but they're not getting business the way that they want to yet from these things. So what you do is you take your asset that has the most power and you use it as a driver to build another asset. So a great example that we had this morning was that the person has tons of traffic to their website. Like, I was blown away. I'm like, holy cow, you've got like 20,000 people that come to your website every month. That's a lot of people. But you only have 2,000 people on your email list. How does that happen? Like, that's a lot of people to only have 2,000 people on your email list, right? And then what she does is she runs donation campaigns for her nonprofit agency. So our goal is to take the traffic and turn it into donations. So we've got all these people. Now we need to turn this traffic into emails. So I'm going to use my website traffic as a driver to build my email list, which will eventually turn into donations. Does that make sense? So you're like hopping along these little stones. And you can do the same thing with your email list to, let's say you have a huge email list, you've got lots of clients, you've done tons of great business, but you want to build your Facebook following. Well, you can do that, right? So take a second at the bottom of your sheet and think about which of your assets are the strongest. Even if all you have are physical mailing addresses, that's okay. I had one guy, I was like, you've been in business for 15 years. Oh, that's quite a bit of time, and you're doing really great. I'm like, how about all these people? Do you have all their contact information? He goes, oh, yeah, I've got everything. I'm like, all right, do you have it in digital format? He says, no, I've got it in my garage. It's all in boxes. I'm like, that's an asset. I want those boxes. So the first step was taking the boxes and converting it to digital information to use to drive traffic to his website.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he literally just had boxes.
Wow. 2014 friends.
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
It is. Yeah, it's hard for some.
So think about where you're the strongest and what you could do and use as a driver to build another asset.